Hello, my beautiful people. Danielle here from Transcendence to the Truth. I am jumping on, feeling just heart explosions of energy and love and just gratitude at the moment, and just so high vibrational. It's insanely crazy. But I am outside, well, semi-outside. I wanted to go outside and do this live because I just wanted to have my feet in the grass, but it was a bit windy and I really wanted to jump on. I felt called to share in this moment. If you're watching, please say hello, where you're watching from. Yeah. And I would love to know, I would love to know who sets an intention every day. And if you do set an intention, I would love to know your practice and how you do that. And if you don't do daily intention setting, if this is the first time you've heard of it, it's a beautiful tool to start your day in a positive energy of embodying something that you either want to manifest or you want to concentrate more within yourself. So yeah, please share that. And one, if you're watching now, or two, if you're watching the replay. I want to talk about letting go of control and the push energy. So through my experience, I spent quite a lot of time letting go of that space of push and control. So in certain stages of ego development, we have we go through different stages. So you've got your victim mindset, which is 85% of humanity. Then you've got about 10% maybe of people in this entrepreneurial mindset, which is a very push energy. So it's like, instead of seeing life happens to me, it's I create my life kind of thing. And then you go into the higher states of consciousness, which then evolve into flow, right? So sometimes when we're in these high states of consciousness, we still want to hold on to some of our past beliefs, and we still want to try and control and dictate our life. And it's because we really don't want to completely let go and trust that the universe has our back, because we have some doubts through our own belief systems, right? Hopefully it's not going to get too dark. But I have very much spent a lot of time releasing that. However, I did still want to, I guess, create or push or dictate and control how some of these things that I was hoping to manifest would come into my life. And manifestation, the most important thing about manifestation is not to have an attachment to something. So when I say don't control or push, I mean that, you know, if you're in network marketing, if you've got a small business, if you're trying to create a relationship, anything that you are trying to bring into your life, you want to do the action, but you actually have to let go of the attachment to how it's going to show up and how it's going to be received. So it's like you do the action and then you let it go. Like you literally do whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's say you're trying to get a rental. At the moment, the rental market's buggery. So let's say that's a good example. You trust so much that the universe will provide for you and supply you the perfect place. And maybe you've envisioned it, maybe you've felt it a bit. When you either start applying for things or looking for things, you know that action is required, but you're going to do it and then let go of the attachment. So you send off the application form, say you find this perfect house, and you just forget about it. You literally have to forget about the things that you want to bring into your life. So everything that you start to go, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to surrender it to you, universe. It's knowing and committing and trusting that you have enough trust in yourself and enough trust in the universe for these things to just be put out, and then you wait for it to come back and be received, rather than worrying about it, thinking about it, pushing, calling people, pressuring things, checking your emails several times, obsessing about something and focusing all your energy, because all you're doing is actually creating a block. So that's going into controlling and dictating how something's going to show up. lighting. There is no light left. Oh well, you can hang out with me in the dark unless I can turn my screen up. Hang on. That might be a bit better. Excuse me. So it's going from controlling something, and I've actually just created this beautiful tool that I've started to use because I wanted to manifest a relationship, and then I was like, hang on, I've got to do so much of my own inner work, and until I have done that, I'm going to keep repeating the same patterns. So I've been working on myself and romancing myself and loving myself and doing all these things and focusing on my business and focusing on how I can show up in the world and getting fulfillment from that and filling my cup and all the things that I was doing, but just like to a way higher degree of like just being 100% everything that I can be in every day and every moment. And but I still kind of had this little bit of an attachment that was there, right? And it wasn't until I created this universe, source, God box, whatever you want to call it. And it's basically a box. And what you do is if you're trying to control, worry, or you're pushing something and you're trying to make it happen, you are basically creating. So people that are successful can do that. You can have super, super successful billionaires in push energy, but until you start to understand that you can do it with so much more ease by getting into flow and trusting, doing the believing, it's belief work, it's energy, it's embodying it, right? So if you really want that success, starting to feel successful in everyday life, of like how you show up in the world and what you have succeeded in life, and focusing on that energy and vibration, right? So this box, I still had a little bit of attachment to this relationship thing. And I knew it was there, and it was in my peripherals. And sometimes if I would get tired or out of alignment, I kind of want to go into some old patterns of behavior. So what I did, so I stopped controlling that and could actually stop having an attachment to every person that I romantically wanted to, because I was like squeezing too tight to things that weren't working and causing issues that weren't really there or were there, or I was ignoring issues because of how much I wanted to build my life with someone. And I decided that I was going to stop. I was going to stop focusing on relationship altogether, and instead I was going to have a relationship with God or the universe or myself, right? So I believe that I am a child of God, the universe. We are all connected. We are one. So therefore I see myself as, in the eyes of God, that I am God, blah, 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 blah. So the relationship with God is a relationship with me, and I'm only going to do what my higher self, or I'm going to do God's work or the universe's work. I'm going to stay in flow as much as possible. So I knew this attachment was going to catch me up if I didn't fully surrender it. All right, hang on. Let me get some more light. There goes my outdoor. That's all right. So I'm going to move completely and get more light. I've just done 10 different healing, 10 or 11 healing clients in a couple of days. So I need me time. This is my me time right now until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And I'm still not doing me time because I'm giving to others. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, it's so nice, actually. That fulfills my cup. Anyway, I decided it was totally time to let go of this attachment, because I didn't want it interrupting in what I had to do. I knew that the attachment to things creates the wrong experiences. It can cause blockages. It can basically not give you what you're desiring. So the box, you write it up, you write whatever it is that's worrying you, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you're looping on sometimes. And what you do is you write it down on a piece of paper, and you truly surrender and give it up to God, universe, source. and put it in the box. And once it's in the box, you are not allowed to take it out. You are not allowed to think about, do, or act in a way to create that with attachment. You're truly, literally going, okay, I'm having problems with this and it's causing some unpleasant things in my mind, and it's looping me into old patterns of behavior or anxiety or stress or whatever. And I am going to stop the thought processes that are keeping me in those states of mind, and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it in the box, and I'm truly surrendering it to the trust I have in the universe, that the universe has my back, that the universe has always got me in its highest good. So it's always serving me in its highest. And even if you don't see that now, even the traumatic experiences and the painful things that you've gone through, they were gifts to show you so much about who you are as a human and to help you remember your potential. And it's just looking at them from a different point of view and a different angle to see that and to really, really harness the lesson and become more of yourself. So that's a little beautiful, beautiful gift. And what really happens when you really, truly do that, when you truly go, okay, I'm doing the work, I'm showing myself, I'm embodying love every day with myself, I'm practicing self-love, I'm going and filling my cup in different activities, or, I'm showing up for my business and I know that the sales are going to come or the clients are going to be there because I believe in myself, I believe in what I'm doing, I'm being authentic, and you let it go, it will flood in like threefold. And you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, holy shit, all I had to do was let go. All I had to do was let go of all of the emotional attachments to things that were making me think that I couldn't receive everything, and you will have so much abundance in so many areas. So where you're controlling, you're actually causing separation. And that is one of the main key things to realize. Anywhere there's control or attachment, it's giving you the opposite of what you're actually desiring. All right. I love you. Have a beautiful evening, and we will talk soon.